And 3, 2, 1, we are live. I was sure I had 9:30 for the going live, so we were waiting. I've had some people here in the chat for about 10, 15 minutes anyways. But sorry about that. I just noticed it was 9:06 that it was actually scheduled to go live. But we're live now. So we have Kagan with us and we have Joshua with us. How you doing?
Okay.
Playing with a bandit.
Yeah.
Is it broken or you're just fixing it? Or playing with cleaning it?
Mostly just cleaning up, but I figured since I'm in an RC chat, I'll just have something on video here.
That's fair.
Nice.
So what's everyone else working on tonight?
I'm sorting out some stuff from my M06 build that I'm actually doing, and I'll stop the camera because I was actually recording it. But this is how far I've gone building the M06 right now. The bottom chassis is all done. So I'm about to put the rear truss on top for the shock tower. So just putting some parts together and getting it ready and doing a build video also. So
what is that that platform, like a buggy, drift car? What is it?
this one is actually it's called an M06. It's the M series chassis for the Tamiyas. So
Okay.
this one is actually going to be a Herbie the Love Bug. Herbie, it's a Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle.
Very cool.
So it's going to be rear-wheel drive. So it's going to be interesting.
If I was doing a Herbie build, I'd probably use a slash two-wheel drive, since you can get the Proline Baja bug body.
Yeah, true. It's just my the body I got is from Tamiya, and let me tell you, it's sweet. It's very scale, lots of chrome. So it's gonna look good. And I did buy from Great Britain a guy that did stickers for cars, and he had all the stickers to put on top for the Herbie the Love Bug. So I picked that up also. So that's gonna look good.
Very cool. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah. I have it here. I should listen to it again. Oh, I do get the message now. Hangout on Air is going away August 1st.
That's too bad.
Wow.
So we better get our Hangouts bunched up one after the other so you guys can talk, or else we're going to have to do it the Discord way, which means you can only join in via voice instead of video, or use another different app, but we'll see.
Make sure everybody gets their contact information passed around before it goes away.
Yeah. Little quick prayer for Earl and his family, because just lost his, I believe it was his grandma.
Yep. Hour ago, I just found out.
Yeah. About an hour ago, his grandma passed away, so he is there in the chat right now, but he's probably going to go away. She was 89, lived a long life, but it's always hard to lose loved ones.
Very sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thanks. And happy 4th of July for the U.S. people.
Canada Day just passed here.
Yeah. And I forgot to do a special Canada Day stream. Last time we did a stream, I should have said something about Canada Day, but I forgot. Well, didn't really forget, but it's just the U.S. people don't really celebrate that. So I said, most people joined in.
Next year, I'm entering the Canada Day parade in my town.
Well, I wanted to do that. Which town is that?
Alexandria, Ontario.
Okay. I've asked that to a bunch of people here, like for the Canada Day parade or even Christmas parade. I so wanted to do this is grab all the kids and grab some RCs and just join, which is our club, the Ottawa Rock Crawlers, and go in the parade with our RCs. and just hand pamphlets or things. And if people want to learn more about RC, they can come to our meeting that we usually have every month. But nobody wanted to jump in, so I kind of was sad about that. But it would have been cool. Even my little guy now, he's 9. He would love probably to be in a Christmas parade. So I got to try again.
I don't have a crawler. Well, I kind of do have a crawler, I guess.
You don't need a crawler. We call it the Ottawa Rock Crawler Club, but we have all kind of different cars. I can do it with an on-road. I can do it with any type of car. You don't have to do it with a crawler. Mind you, I don't want to do it with a nitro car. Nitro car in the parade is going to be too noisy.
Yeah. I might have to look at joining that. I'm near Ottawa.
Yeah. I actually sent an email to the parade marshal or the master, and I asked, what's the restriction and what do we need to do to actually enter the parade? But nobody ever replied to me, so I guess I got to try again and send a different email. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna see. It seems like here, basically, if you just go to the start of it and jump in line, that's what it seems like here.
Oh yeah.
If it is, I know what I'm doing next year. Bringing a bunch of batteries with me.
Yeah. But it'd be so cool because with crawlers and all that, where most of us have trailers. I have trailers and all that. So it'd be nice to have a trailer. You set up a small little scale Christmas tree with little tiny lights on it. Everything's scaled. You can do little gifts on it, and you have your own little scale parade in a real parade.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I gotta say, the way, because I drove mine around at the fireworks show that my town had, and it got a couple of people's attention, and people were asking about it. So I count that as a huge win.
Oh yes.
Always happy to answer people's questions about.
Apparently, Mass Master is somewhere where it's the 5th already.
Probably where Jack is.
Right, Australia.
Yeah.
Have you?
RC Master, are you in Australia or in that area?
Hey, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis. Go to channel. RC Master does not have any content for now. I guess he's gonna have to work on that.
He says he's from Wales.
From Wales, okay. Well, a lot of people are watching that video I just uploaded on YouTube about that little kid that was driving my puppy at the G6.
Oh, nice. Nice. I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. It was nice. He's got mental disabilities. I'm not sure what he's got, but when you give him an RC in his hand, he just like brightens up and he's just having fun and he's just going crazy and have fun. So when I saw that, I had my puppy. I gave him my Tonka also, but I don't think I did any video with that one. But the puppy, I started recording with him. And I had 3S in that thing, so it was popping wheelies and he was having fun with it. But there was a lot of people walking around and I just got nervous. I said, okay, it's enough, because it was way too many people. He was just driving crazy. He's got the mentality that when he's looking at something, he's just looking at the car and he's not looking at other things. So it could be dangerous with a fast car. So I got nervous and said, okay, it's enough.
Have you guys seen the new Proline tires?
Which ones? The dragster one? The drag race?
No, the Trencher HPs. They're belted tires and they don't balloon and they can handle up to like 75 miles an hour on road.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
They're very nice tires. They're for were they 2.8 monster truck? So If ever I get a Stampede 4x4, I know what I'm getting for it.
Yeah,
I think they did Badlands belted last year.
my Big Savage, I tried doing a speed run on it, but I got 1/8 buggy wheels on it, and those things just balloon like crazy. So I didn't do too good because once you start getting at that speed, my tires were just like pizza slice.
Yeah.
No control in it then.
No. But again, when you do speed runs and things like that, it starts adding up when you start adding the tires and a whole bunch of different things that you need.
Right.
Yeah, batteries, good batteries. So the new trenchers. Let's go to the Proline site and check what's going on.
Mm-hmm. How do you have your Canada flag so stiff? Is there a piece of wire on top of it, or do you hairspray the flag? Or looks like it's in
Sorry?
the wind. Your Canada flag, is there like a wire that runs through it or something, or is it just stiff
Just paper.
itself? Ah,
Is it a piece of paper?
Sorry?
How is the Canada flag stiff?
It's just it's cut out paper, so
Okay.
it's not like flag
gotcha,
material.
gotcha.
I wish it was.
I got you. Oh, it looks good. I thought it was. Master is asking what headset I'm using. It's just Turtle
That's
Beach.
interesting. We'll see that. So there's the
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, trenchers. Check out the new
That's it
release.
right there.
Yeah, I'm going to see if it's in the new release form because I click on the image, but it wasn't there. Badlands, all
Those are
terrain mounted. Guess I'm going to have to go on them.
They'll be back ordered all summer.
Hate that when they come out with something new and you go to what's new and it's not there. Let me go back to the home page.
Mario Cabana just stopped in. Hello, Mario.
When I click on it, it should be there, but it's click buy now, even though I don't want to buy it. Stampede Rustler front rear mounted on Raid Black removable hex wheel.
Pretty cool.
Those look very nice. Yeah, it's a herringbone cross.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but that's what they said on the video.
What's nice with having these is that you can select with which offset you want, but also if ever you strip the hex, you can just change it.
Yeah.
You sure are nice looking knobby tires, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Did look good
especially
on my
since it's perfectly flat too. Since it's perfectly flat, you should have a little bit longer longer life on them too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to take longer to run through the threads.
Yeah. And they don't balloon. If you go on YouTube and watch the video for them that Proline just released, they don't balloon whatsoever, even at like 60 miles an hour.
Well, see, the way that it's belted is I've done that, and Dave from Radio Control also done that. You can do that with duct tape also. It works. It actually works. Probably not as good as what this is because this probably sticks better, and this is probably a stiffer tape.
Yeah, it looks like it's some fabric material of some sort.
Yeah. But we've done it with duct tape, and it works very good. But yeah, it would flatten that tire pretty good also. Stop it from ballooning, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the fact that the Raid rims are probably the best looking rims they make. The removable hex ones.
Yeah, it does look good.
In my opinion, at least. So my list of projects I want to do just came up with a pretty cool new one, a 4-wheel drive Traxxas buggy that's traditional 4-wheel drive buggy size, or roughly the same size as the Bandit. using the Rustler 4x4 platform.
Nice.
Basically,
Cool.
what you do is just use Bandit A-arms all around the rear A-arms from the Bandit, and then you cut the stock drive shafts down to size. Get a traditional 1/10 four-wheel drive buggy body from Proline or J Concepts or wherever you want.
Yeah.
Bumpers from the STRC / four-wheel drive 1/8 buggy conversion. They look still perfectly fine on a 1/10 buggy. And a wing, and that's about it. You're good to go. And it looks,
Cool.
it should look pretty cool when I'm done.
Hey, Mario Cabana, he's saying happy 4th of July to people, and he's actually lives about 30 minutes from me. How you doing, Mario?
I thought it sounded familiar.
Yeah, the U.S. isn't very far away from here.
No. Yeah, I'm having an event this weekend at my house, Sunday, Call to Crawl, number 2.
Awesome.
Should be interesting and fun.
So where do you go to sign up for your club that you have going?
Ottawa Rock Crawlers?
Yeah, it's Ottawa Rock Crawlers. It's not really a club, but it is a club. It's not really private, but it is private. That's what Dave says. It's not a club, but it kind of is. There is no fee or anything, but sometimes they do charge to, and then they do prizes every week, and they give the money back to the people with prizes when we show up every month. But the Ottawa Rock Crawler on Facebook, it is private. So if you do a search, you can't find it. So you almost got to be invited in, and when you get invited in, you have to answer some question. So it's kind of hard to find and hard to get in there. But the other one I like going to, which somebody else opened because it was too much politics. I'll show you which one it is for Ottawa. It's 18 plus. I don't know if you've ever been on that one. 18 and over. Let me just try.
RC Master says first rule of RC Club: you don't talk about RC Club.
Yeah. So 18 plus. Yeah. So this one is Ottawa. So because there was too much flaw on the other one, and like this one, this buggy has some, and behind it has some plants, hash plants, drug plants, and on the hood it had something. The guy in the Ottawa Rock Crawler said, "I don't want these kind of pictures on my thing." So this guy turned around and said, "Okay, I'll just create my own Facebook then." And he created his own, and basically anything goes, as long as Facebook doesn't kick you out or ban your post, which they've done on some of my posts, but that's beside the point. So there's Mario. That's one of his posts. He put. That's a funny one. I keep telling myself to stop talking to weirdos, but then I wouldn't have any friends left. So, anyways, if you guys want to go, you can actually go to 18 plus Ottawa RC Trails, and you'll see some of the posts I do, and they're a fun bunch of people.
You guys, look at this servo motor. Pretty like corroded and destroyed in many ways.
I don't think it was waterproof.
It's a Traxxas one. Traxxas 20.
Oh, really? Some water got in there.
2075.
2075. I probably wore out the bearings in it, and then that somehow allowed water to get in. I'm guessing it was water. I can't see what else it would be.
Yeah, condensation or a little bit of humidity. Yep.
Yeah. I don't take care of my stuff. I should, but I don't.
Me, I drive it till it breaks, and then once it breaks, I replace the part.
If not that, I don't clean my stuff. So, well, yeah, I guess same with you. I don't take care of it, and that way too is. And when something gets worn, I don't replace it. I just drive it till it breaks.
Yep.
Tie rod ends. I'm getting new tie rod ends from her. RPM, so hopefully that'll fix all my tie rod problems, because that's where all the looseness in it comes from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I clean my RCs is when I work on them or when I change part. That's the only time because you're handling it, you're bending some stuff, and the dirt just fall on your bench, and that's the only time I clean it. So
I
Bash
only
boy.
clean it if I'm going out in public the next day with it, so to like races or something. Because I
Okay.
race my.
you
Get rid of
still
Bit
those.
on,
you still race. Whereabouts do you race?
um, what's it called? GFX Raceway in Orleans.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about it. I think they said it's like the biggest one in Ottawa.
Yeah, we used to have some in Hawkesbury and in Ottawa. He's pretty much it's behind his house, and yeah, it's actually Cumberland, but it's part of Orleans, Cumberland. But it is a nice place. I remember when he first opened it, it was kind of neat because he was going around some trees, and he did have a slope, and then by now he's cut down the trees, and it's behind his house, and it takes the whole yard. It's kind of cool.
Oh, it's a beautiful track. It's the nicest one I've ever seen, and well, come to think of it, the only one I've ever seen. But
Mhm.
still very
Yeah, it's kind of
nonetheless.
interesting the way he's got it too. It's because it's on a hill, and the driver's stand is on top. And when you're driving, it's kind of the I think it was a tabletop that John was talking about. There's one place where you think you're going to be okay, but there's such a drop that you don't see that it kind of screws your eye. So you got to be careful.
I don't remember. I can't picture where the tabletop is right now.
Okay.
I don't remember because they changed the layout this summer, so it's not the same as it was
Ah,
any
okay.
other year.
Okay.
It's very disorienting though the first time you go there, because if you look at like pictures and videos online, it doesn't look like it looks like it's completely flat, and then you get there and it's like 45-degree hill.
Yeah.
That's very disorienting. It's very very nice track though, and I go every practice pretty much. So there's one actually tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, everyone there is really nice. Always have a good time.
So Basher Boy's got his monster slash on his back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going?
E-Revo?
We just showed the new Proline tires for the Slash and Stampede. They're belted.
Oh.
You gonna get those?
Yeah.
Which ones again?
Trencher, they're belted.
2.8 belted trenchers.
Oh wow, I haven't seen them actually. This Slash actually has the 2.8 on there, the one you see on your screen. But I don't know if I'm familiar with other ones.
So these ones are actually for the Stampede Ruster 2-wheel drive 4x4, mounted on Raid Black 630 removable hex wheel. So see how flat this tire actually is? It's really nice. And also it's actually belted. And it actually shows the picture inside. You see the belt.
Oh, okay. So they don't balloon, huh?
No.
Nope, not at all. Up to 75 miles per hour.
And there's more of the belt. And you're looking at about $50 for two.
Oh,
I think
wow.
the price are on two.
And it's on special.
Yeah.
Speaking of Proline, I got some racing buggy tires here for my Bandit. They're whole shots 2.2s for like an associated P5. They fit perfectly on the Bandit. They look really good. So
Cool.
yeah, and I'm getting Electron 2-wheel drive fronts tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Fun.
Dirt track tires.
Sorry?
Those are dirt track tires, I take it? Electrons, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's different compounds, actually. There's for clay, there's for asphalt, there's for... I mean, I know there's a little dot that actually explains you what type of
Yeah, it depends on the
terrain.
color of the dot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
color of the dot. So you can't really just say, "Oh, well, this one's just this," and then no, you have to physically see that little dot.
Now, there's
This top-
another body that Proline came out with recently. The 77 Dodge Ram Charger.
Oh, cool.
Bodies were
nice. Oh, for the slash, I think it was.
What I like about this one is that you can run it without the roof or with the roof.
Like the real truck.
Yeah.
That is
And
nice.
it's got an interior.
I
Oh,
haven't seen
cool.
that one. Now, is that for a crawler, Frank?
Yes.
Nice.
So a little Mopar crawler. Cool.
You know what would be funny?
Aha, what?
If someone built a Traxxas TRX or any crawler to go on a clay track.
Well, I don't know if you've followed the channel JD Passel. He actually slapped a 3S on his, I think it was his Bronco, right?
Someone
Okay.
actually
I ran a
And
monster
that-
truck in a techno race, or in a truggy race a couple of weekends ago.
Oh yeah.
That'd have been challenging.
It was. I finished second place only because everybody else broke down. But I was way in the back of the pack.
Wait a minute. What's that I see behind you? Is there dirt on your truck?
There is dirt on the truck.
Nice
In
going there,
fact,
Scott.
I was taking a break from editing, and I saw you guys were already online, so I thought I'd stop in, especially when I saw a racer there with you. Uh-oh, someone's taking my place as the racer.
I'm a racer.
So, yeah, I need to go finish that up. I'll probably jump back on. Well, I'm going to hang out for a little while, and then I'll go finish it up.
Cool.
Cool.
I probably just need like 30 more minutes. I just want to get it out of the way and done.
And speaking about, events and stuff, I decided to take out my two-wheel drive slash, just to represent Traxxas Thursday. This is a Fern Solo idea. So yeah, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you see on my bed. It's the it has a 2.8 trenchers, with Proline body posts, and what's it, Mike Jenkins, not Leroy Jenkins, Mike Jenkins body on there, and yeah, man, it's a blast. I converted to brushless, have a castle system in there. Yeah, so yeah, man. Happy 4th of July, those of you that live in United States, right? And yeah, happy Traxxas Thursday.
Happy Traxxas Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Fireworks should be starting anytime now.
I'm
Well,
not sure
here-
if they make those tires in 2 different sizes. I don't think so. Let me check that up for you.
Still a little early there, right, Gabe?
Yeah, over here's 7:43 to be exact. There's still plenty of sunlight. But I guess we have to wait a few more hours. So
I'm just trying to find that tire back again to actually see if, because James Swift was asking if it came in 2 different sizes. I don't think so. I think they're only 2.8s.
Yeah, that's all I can find on the Proline website.
And they're under 1/10 monster truck.
I know they had the MX-28 Badlands last year. They came out with that were belted for the X-Max. So maybe they're just doing different types for different size vehicles.
Yeah.
It looks like these are all for Traxxas too. The offsets for the wheels.
Well, there's 2 offsets for it that comes with it, so you can actually play with them. But I'm sure you can order different ones.
Oh, yeah.
I think as far as the offsets, sorry, Tank. I think it's front and rear that would resemble which one would go on the rear and the front. No, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, like on a slash.
Yeah,
Evo.
Yo.
it's the slash two-wheel drive that takes different offset in the front and different offset in the rear. The 4x4 has the same offset front and rear.
That's correct. That's correct.
Just a two-wheel drive.
Here, Steve-O.
What's going on?
Evo D, you've been busy on a lot of streams lately.
Yes, sir.
So
You finished painting your body?
Yeah, it's finished painted. I just
Thanks,
got. I'm putting on the last of the stickers on.
Francois was
cool,
saying
man.
August 1st. August 1st, the chats are done.
Yeah, August 1st, no more chats on YouTube like this.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
It actually showed me today on top of the video.
That's
Really?
not-
So
That's the
Steve-O, the
official
here
date.
is my MO6 so far. I'm done at this part. So I got the rear arms installed, and I got the chassis, which is the long chassis. So you do have three parts: rear, middle, and front. And I just put that together a couple minutes ago. So
Nice.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
I started a video build, but the more I'm seeing this chassis done like this, I'm almost saying to myself, screw the video, I'm just going to put it together. But no, I started a video build. I have to take my time and build it and explain. I got to be patient.
Mhm. That's the
I
hardest
jumped
part.
into his video build earlier.
What are you munching there, Steve-O?
Build.
Bratwurst and potato salad.
Nice.
Sounds
Fourth.
good.
Cool.
Yeah, good fourth meal.
Yeah, brats and
Well, happy 4th of July to you, Steve-O, in the U.S.
thank you, thank you.
I guess.
So anybody else in the chat seen something new in RCs or something going on in the RC life?
I've got something new going on. I've got a 4S or sorry 6S class that I can run now.
Oh, cool.
Success Life?
Yeah, slash 4x4.
Oh, okay. Cool.
A 6S/4x4. That must be fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
I haven't used it yet.
What are you going to use for drive shafts?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna loosen up the flipper clutch a bit more. I haven't run it yet because what happened is a while back, a couple months ago actually, I broke the caster block and steering knuckle. So I brought that into my hobby shop to get the caster block, and then as I'm installing it, I realized like my steering knuckle is broken too. So then I figured, screw it, I'll just run it around my basement a little bit. So I plug in a battery, and I start driving, and something's making a horrible noise. So I take it apart, and I thought it was the bearings, but it wasn't. It was the motor, and it was just finished. And I have no reason why, because the last time I used it, it was running perfectly. And I had a spare Castle Creations Bomb Monster 2 system laying around in a 2200 kilovolt motor from a HPI Savage Plus. So I took that out and put it in, and in the slash. And I'm still waiting on a new pinion gear since it's a 5mm shaft and the steering knuckle, which I might be getting tomorrow. So excited to try that out.
It's going to give you a lot of speed, that's for sure.
Yeah, you gotta get it on video.
Have you looked at the techno kits for the slash for the drive shafts?
I'm not sure if they're gonna hold. I think they will because it seems to be what everyone goes for. But they might be a bit too thin because I know for a fact that those are rated for the 3S system.
Oh,
And
really?
they should be fine for 4S, but I'm probably never going to run 6S through it. It's only ever going to be 4S, so
They're
should be
still
fine.
I'd be pushing if they're only rated at 3. I didn't know they were. I didn't know they were rated that low.
Slashes are only rated till 3 generally, so
So
That's probably why they're only rated till 3.
Don't take me. Don't quote me on that. I'm guessing they're rated for 3 since they're meant to go on a slash, and a slash can only do 3S typically.
Yeah, that makes
They
sense.
might be able to take 6S. They might be able to take 12S. I don't know, but chances are they're probably not going to take 6S.
Okay.
12S? Wow, that's such a thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, they might, but it all depends how you drive it. Because what's going to break a dry shaft is when you take off the big punch, and when you stop with the big punch. So when that motor really gives that torque, that's when you're going to break that dry shaft. So if you're careful, theoretically, but when you're bashing, you're not careful. You just
Build up and
bash
slow
and
down. Mm-hmm.
I'm
More
careful.
like a speed run truck.
I rarely go over jumps.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Too
Percy
bad,
Sparks
really.
did a 12S video one time. I think it was on a Medialosi 5B or something. Some big truck. He had 5S.
Oh yeah.
I think
I
it
mean
was
12S.
yeah.
On.
Well, most I've seen is 10, but 12, wow.
I've been up to 50.
Yes, and
Can you imagine how much expensive those batteries are?
Yeah.
yeah, the electronics in it were insane. They were all from Germany.
212S.
Either you buy a new battery for your RC or go out and buy a used Honda.
Right?
I think I'd rather get the Honda.
Yeah, right.
I
Get
won't
more
check
use
this
out of it.
website and they don't say what the rating is on these.
That's crazy.
But those little
Still probably
pins,
gives more
I don't know
power
they
than the
handle much.
MIPs make some too, but I've heard they rub in the front or something on one of either the 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive.
You could probably also just run a bunch of like 3 or 4S batteries in series, or if you're running 12S, just run 2 6S batteries since those are
Yeah.
a thing.
I'll see if I can. I'll go back to
These
that RC
techno
Sparks
parts aren't
video.
cheap either. I
So
might just want to
rent-
replace the $1.99 Traxxas ones over and over.
Just get a case of them.
Yeah.
So that could be a good question on, on a basher. Like, what would you recommend? Like, for example, Scott barely got his Outcast. Now he's able to run a 4 to 6S battery. So what do you guys think of that? Like, what would you recommend for like the person that's out for the market for a 1/8 scale basher? Should you recommend a 4S or go balls out and recommend the 6?
Steve-O said 6.
Yeah, I know.
For the
So they're
most
munching.
fun out of the truck.
To me, it all depends on your budget. If you have the budget for it, go for it. But a 6S is going to cost you more to run because you need the batteries to run it. And because it's 6S, you are going to break more often. So, but it is more fun.
So then what would you tell the consumer then? So example, so let's say I'm in the market for the Notorious. Okay, which batteries would you recommend? 4S or 6S? Why?
5S.
Well,
let's put it this way. I bought a 6S battery from Power Hobby. Never tried them before. And the battery was $119. And I bought 2 4S batteries from the same company for $20 more than that one 6S.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And
maximum
I had a hard
enjoyment,
time finding
Steve-O saying
6S
6.
batteries that were hard cases too. And I didn't really want to run soft cases in such a large vehicle with that much power in it without more protection to the battery.
Tony tapes the ends of his with duct tape.
Depends on the brand. If you're running something strong like Arma, then you can go 6S, but if you're running something like an HPI, I don't recommend more than like 2S.
8 scale 2S.
Well, even 3S in my Traxxas was pretty hard on the parts, the motors and the axles.
Right,
On what vehicle?
2-wheel drive slash.
I've never run 3S through this, and I don't. My biggest problem with it's steering knuckles because these things break all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the biggest issue I have.
I guess my biggest complaint was always the screws backing out on the A-arms.
So
and a couple
that's
of other
common.
places. Yeah.
That's common. Right now, even my Slash has the screws backed out. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I still think I'd rather have that than a broken piece at the track, because then you could just borrow someone's screwdriver and put it back in. This you have to. I'm gonna pick up a couple spares tomorrow, anyways, and go into the shop. So maybe get some RPM ones.
They do.
So my take on a 4S or 6S battery, or a series, right, of batteries that you can, you put 2 3S's and 2 2S's, to run in series and make it a 4S or a 6S. My take on something like that is, if you run a 4S on a 1/8 scale, like for example Scottzilla's Outcast, now you won't have the the punch that everyone desires, right? To the point where on a 6S you punch it and you're just doing a backflip, standing backflip. Okay, on a 4S you actually have more. I guess you can maneuver it much better, I guess. And you actually get to, feel the ride on, on how the vehicle feels and stuff like that on 4S. On 6S, you're just pretty much, doing wheelies left and right to the point where, it's tougher to maintain, the speed on a vehicle of such size. And
now, granted, I've only run my Outcast once. That was yesterday. But I have the exact same electronics in my Techno Monster truck. And I have the punch at 7. And on my Outcast, which I ran yesterday for the first time, was only at 4. And I didn't see a huge difference between 4S and 6S with the power settings I had.
Okay.
But
and that's exactly what I mean. And that's exactly what I mean. But with 6S, like I've never messed with electronics as far as Arma. I know Steve has I think you mess with the what was it, Steve, that you were messing with? The punch, right? Throttle punch, something like that.
You gotta put it up to 9 supposedly to do standing backflips.
So on a 6S.
Hey, Randy,
how's it going?
Pretty good.
Randy.
So
Randy's
next time I
back in the
go out,
kitchen.
I'm gonna bump it up a little more though.
Yeah.
Because I could actually get a double rotation out of it, but I was real close at the 4S set, or the power setting of 4. So
Need to get a LiPo battery warning thing too, so you don't run it too low.
I was looking into that today too. So it just really worried me when I took it off the car and it was at 3% and it was so hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I took it out of the car, checked the sails, felt how warm it was, and took it outside and set it on the steps to the shop because I didn't want it in here if something bad was about to happen.
on your Outcast?
Yeah.
Why don't you just set the voltage up on the ESC?
Well, that's what I was asking about the other day in one of the chats, and no one knew anything about it. And I looked at the manual, and I didn't see.
Steve
Is
was the
there a way to
man.
change the cutoff on it?
Yeah, because mine had slow voltage cutoffs on all my Armas, I believe.
But is it adjustable? Because I think it's at 3.3 is the default, and I don't know. Can you change that?
3.8, I think 3.6.
If I could bump it up at least 2 points, I'd be more comfortable with it. I'd rather have it cut off at 3.6 than 3.3.
Yeah.
I'm sure you go in the settings of the ESC, you can control
I
that.
went through the manual. I couldn't find anything on it, and then I searched some forums as well. But I am new to this Arma stuff, so I'm open to suggestions.
And also another thing that you need to consider is, what's the C rating on your battery?
100C, right?
Huh?
100C. Yeah. I could see how you drained it off pretty quick.
It lasted a long time, to be honest with you.
That's good.
And it was only a 5,000 milliamp.
And it charged back to storage charge, okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
It would take a little while, but it did. I made sure it was nice and cool before I plugged it in, though.
Tony says if he had the Outcast, he'd have 16S in it right away.
16S, 250C rating. Holy
Right.
cow!
Problem between 4S and 6.
Actually, Sparks did have a 16S LiPo electric low C5T.
Well, you wanna give electricity to the whole neighborhood there, CCA question?
That's
Wow,
like
battery
fifth
was
scale power.
Yeah, John's saying 3.2 is the cutoff. I think that might have been what I read. I thought that is 3.3. I don't remember now.
I'm looking in the manual right now for that.
I have the manual open in one of these thousands of tabs I have open, and I wonder why my computer runs slow.
Guys, I think I can solve our problem between the 4S and 6S there.
Yeah.
Just
What
run
is it?
5S.
There you go, right in the middle.
Just run 5S.
Well, you're saying that, but the
Perfect.
strange thing is some ESCs don't like 5S.
It all depends on the
What would
voltage.
be the problem with it?
They like an even number. I know my Savage, I have 120 amp ESC, but mine does take 5S because I tried 4S, I tried 6S, and 6S is just stupid nuts. So 5S is just a right middle. If I punch it all the way through, it does lift a little bit, but it's controllable. Well, it lifts a lot, but it's controllable. But 5S is fun.
Notice that
According to the
Steve over here is reading the manual. You know, he's
I have it right in
actually
front of me.
on
I have
point.
it open in front of me.
It was on the table next to me, so I figured I'd check it out.
Under the settings for voltage cutoff, there's two settings. One's LiPo and one's NIM.
Yeah, I see it. LiPo and NIM, and then punch level is at 4, goes up to 9. Brake strengths at 37.5. Did you change that to 25 or 50?
No, I didn't change. I didn't play with the brakes at all.
Okay.
I wanted to run stock first to see how it felt.
Trying to see if it says what they're.
When I was on the racetrack with that same electronics and the Techno, when I'd slam on the brakes, it would just roll over. The ram would come right over.
Oh, yeah.
And stop you.
Yeah. It doesn't do it in my backyard, but I was probably going a lot faster on the track. Or at least I like to think I was.
Tony says you're just looking at the picture, Steve.
No, it says low voltage cutoff threshold, and that's where it's showing setting 1 is LiPo, setting 2 is NIM, but it doesn't. I'm trying to see if it says any of the numbers.
And then while Steve-O reads, if I can suggest, Tank, make sure you put Steve-O's as a thumbnail after we leave this live stream, so we can tell you can tell kids
All
that
studious.
reading actually does work.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Yeah.
So I got to remember when Steve was reading and he was there is about 45 minutes into the video.
Yeah.
So I need to get that thumbnail.
Happy 4th of July and stay in school.
Oh, wait a minute, he's got a cigarette. He's got a cigarette in his mouth.
Oh, and don't smoke.
Even better.
We're trying to make it look good for the kids.
Okay, there you go. Wait, I'll present you like that. It's going to be a good thumbnail. Present, and I'll hide the thumbnails on the bottom. There we go. Where's that
Crazy
smoke?
eyes.
There's a lot of smoke there. Must be all your soldering iron. All this states are soldering iron.
Okay, here's some fireworks somewhere.
Somebody has fireworks.
You can hear them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Louder than the ones in my yard.
I got the garage almost all the way shut too. It's only open probably about a foot, not even just let smoke out.
Is
So
that a
you're
difference?
always hotboxing. Huh?
Steve-O, is it your place that's setting the fireworks?
Yeah, they're going off pretty good. No, not my house, but around me.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Sounds like it's inside your garage.
Not like I said, my garage is only open this much, so at the smokehouse.
Right. Just echoing.
Yeah, if I would have had it open all the way. We're going to war out here, boys.
Yeah, I guess. So NetCruiser Tech RC Car is saying LVC isn't adjustable, but it's two-stage. The first stage is the LVC low voltage cutoff. Is a dynamic decrease in speed and power. The second stage of the LVC is completely cut off all the power.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, because when it hits that low, if you're far away from your car, you know you better hurry up and get back to your car, because it's gonna turn all the way off on you in a minute.
So at 3, okay. So at 3 points, so you're fine then, Scott.
Yeah, but I would prefer to be higher to save my batteries. I do
Well,
that on my Teekins.
You
I
can
tried
set
to.
one of those battery alarms at a higher voltage and put it in there.
Yeah, that works too. As soon as you hear that beep, bring it home.
Yep.
I was looking at one on AMAG's website, a matter of fact, today, and Tony may be able to answer this question since he's in the chat. Venom makes one that's programmable, voltage monitor,
Nice.
$11.
I have some older Venom ones.
I just
I don't know what the
ordered
program.
the Venom Pro, the Pro Dual or whatever.
Nice.
Charger.
Dual charger. Sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Just ordered it today.
I
want that dynamite, the one that charges at I think it's 10 amps or something like that. That quad charger. I don't know if you ever seen it.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, that's a beast of a charger. I mean, 4 batteries, and that actually it all depends how much electricity is running through your circuit. But 10 amps per battery. I mean, that's 10, 20, 40 amps. So that would determine how much good of a voltage you have on your house. So
This says alarm voltage range off 2.7 to 3.8 voltage. Or volts, I should say. Yeah, the Venom. LVM, low voltage monitor.
And it beeps, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the cheap ones are loud. The ones I got.
Are those cheap ones programmable?
Yeah.
So you can tell it?
I'm not sure. I can look. I got a couple on my bag, there. But yeah, adjustable. This is adjustable between 2.7 and 3.8.
Yeah, if I could just get a couple tenths up, I'd feel more comfortable. It'd be just so much safer on the batteries.
Yep.
See, look, Steve was opening his backpack. Look,
My backpack.
he's gonna get out the protractor.
Can't remember if it was in this one or the other one. It's in this one down here. My lunchbox now.
So stay in school, kids. Stay in school there in the chat.
Got the heat gun in there, ready to go.
All the guys with the quads know about
Lipo
these
safe.
battery things.
Oh, here it is. One of these guys.
Oh, those.
The little cheap ones, but they're LiPo battery voltage tester, low voltage their alarm. Use 1 through 8S. Does it say? Yeah, LiPo. Yeah, because you can change it. I think with the button. There's some way to change it.
Yeah, there's a little button at the back. There's a little button. It tells you that push here to start the setting. And setting
yeah,
mode.
just this little tinky.
I was talking to some fellow racers, and they said that's what they do to save their batteries is they bump up that cutoff just a little bit, so it's not as harsh on the batteries.
This one is 2.7 to 3.8, so basically this is the same one as the Venom.
Where
I
did
think
Josh
it is
go?
the same one, just Venom puts their case around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now here's the question then. All of you guys that had those alarms, which one would be the best option then?
They all work the same.
I leave them. For me, I run 2S, 3S. I leave them stock. I just leave it at the default, whatever it came with. I don't bother.
Okay.
For me, but like Scott, he changes. He likes a better, higher cutoff because he's racing. He'll just change his battery. Me, I'm bashing. I want as much runtime as I want.
And I'm the same way and honestly, guys, the things that you have there, the voltage cutoffs, I don't know one. Why? Because it's just one of those things, man, where you're out bashing, when you know that you're noticing that you're lost of power. Holy cow! What's going on there?
War.
I just don't like puffy batteries, and if I can do anything to help prevent that.
And see, coming to the point is, so as soon as I bash, with the way home, by the time I get to my house, okay, the battery might be already fresh enough, to me to amp it up to like maybe 25, 45%, So I mean that's my take. But now on these little thingy majiggers that you guys are talking about, now the Venom one, does it really stay on there on the balance plug? Like,
I don't see why not. You strap it down, it should be fine.
Yeah.
okay.
It's just got 8 pins, so you can do up to 8S or whatever.
Yeah, that's the 4S battery right here. So, but yeah, that thing's loud too. This freaking thing.
Oh wow.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that here. People are sleeping.
So what's your take on that, Green Frog? You have the Venom one, right?
Yeah, just like they're saying, it just has a plastic outer case on it, and there's just pins on the bottom of it. So, I would imagine if you strapped it into your RC, you'd be fine. But if you just left it dangling off your balance plug, you might have issues.
You're gonna lose it.
You're gonna lose it, or you're gonna maybe loosen the solder on your balance port or balance plug itself by having it wiggle back and forth.
Okay.
You'd probably want to strap it down if you can, or double side tape it or something.
Okay.
There's a voltage checker that I have, which is kind of cool. This one actually is a voltage checker, but also a USB charger. So you can actually use it to charge up your camera, or if you have onboard video camera or whatever, you plug that to your battery and it supplies 5-volt USB power.
That's pretty cool. How long have you had that?
I've had it for a couple of years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
How is that they get you?
Oh yeah, light bulb checker. Nice.
Voltage
So
checker
this
with
is
USB output.
this is my high-tech lipo checker. I don't know if
Yeah.
my camera's catching that, but this is what I use technically. I just plug it in, and I check my voltage, and this is basically what I have. But I don't have no alarms, whatsoever.
No, that one does not have alarm. It's just a checker and a balancer.
That's correct. But
Yeah, that's what
see,
I
you
have.
fancy
I got an eBay
guys,
special.
you fancy guys have these alarm type of thingy majiggers that I'm like, oh my god, I'm jealous over here.
The only reason I have these alarms is because I have old trucks. And some people, they say you cannot run a LiPo in an old car, like an old Tamiya, that does not have LiPo cutoff. I say bullshit. 7.4 volt in NIM or 7.4 volt in LiPo, it's still 7.4 volt. The only problem you'll have is running the battery. You will drain it all the way and it will cut off or your LiPo. That's the problem. It won't kill it. It's going to kill LiPo. That's why you need these things. These things, you put that on the balance lead, and it will beep, and then you just stop your car and you replace the battery. You can put a LiPo in a Mopano in another car.
Right.
Or on an ESC that does not have LiPo cutoff. You can.
It might be given a little more power than the car was designed for with nickel metal power, is what they might be saying too. Might be getting more punch out of that type of battery with the higher C discharge.
It all depends on the discharge rate.
Right.
Yeah, it all depends on the discharge rate. But you won't really hurt. I don't think you're going to hurt it. Unless it's a really old ESC, but like on my buggy, that Tecan ESC, that's a friggin' old one, and I run a LiPo in there, no problem. And it does not have cutoff.
Gotcha.
See what's going on in the chats. So NetCruiser says he has one of those USB balance checker or alarm. Yes, you can actually use your balance charger also to actually check your battery, because there is a setting on the balance on your charger that you can go and you can go check battery, and it actually puts a load on it and you can actually read it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if once you get to your charger,
once it's out of the car.
but once you get to your charger, I mean, whether you're gonna balance it, put it in storage mode, I would just go on there and just it's a charger, man.
Another thing I like about those little alarms is when you're out bashing, you can look and see how low you are.
Right.
I don't always run them down to cutoff. I kind of like to run them just below storage charge. Then put them on storage charge just for a little while instead of a couple of hours.
Yeah, and
yeah,
see,
you can do that very easily with that if you can see your.
Yeah,
and that's why a lot of scalers or a lot of people that do. Yeah, they put that right in the dash and they hide it, and it looks like a speedometer, but it's actually just a volt checker.
That's a cool idea. I think that's what I want to do.
That radio link, I think, tells you the volts. I thought besides the batteries that you have in your transmitter, I think from the receiver, I think it can pick up what your battery is.
That's called telemetry.
Telemetry?
Yes, that's telemetry. Actually, my DX, well, you should know this, Scott. Telemetry has it on the DX6R, the DX4R, the DX4S.
Oh, you mean telemetry?
Yes, telemetry. Or however you say it.
He's just picking on you like a llama.
Tomometry? Tomometry?
Tamales?
NetCruiser or C's asking me. NetCruiser or C's asking, can the Venom charger do the resistance RC test?
I don't see it here.
I'll find out in 2 days when I get it. I don't know. I don't have one.
I don't have Venom chargers.
I have a high-tech charger. It's a quad high-tech. Purchased it many years ago.
Okay.
So everything that I have, it's high-tech.
I need to check. I don't know.
But you know what? You guys sold me, man. I'm actually gonna buy one of them Venom voltage cutoff thingy-majiggers. So I'm sold.
No, don't go on eBay. Don't buy the Venom.
Real cheap.
Don't buy the Venom. Go on eBay or Amazon, and you'll get them for about $5. Sometimes you get lucky. You get 10 for $2.
Yeah. US.
So like the Venom one is like 26% off. It's $11 by the time you pay shipping and all that. Just go on eBay.
They had them right in my hobby shop for $10 on the wall, so that's where I got
them.
Yeah.
The best way not to pay shipping is just buy $150 worth of stuff.
Oh, that's true.
True. Yeah, you just got to buy a lot of stuff. Yeah, all at once. Yeah. Only pay it once.
All the racers complain about the shipping on bodies, but I just wait till I have a big enough parts order and I put it all together and I get free shipping.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Like a hobby shop.
So Steve-O's getting a new charger.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I
What's
got the cheap one right now that everyone was saying that they go bad and stuff like that, and I've had it for almost the 2 years that I've been back in the hobby, and I haven't had no issues with it, but I figure I'm going to jinx myself by telling people I've had no problems with it. So I better buy a decent charger.
Here's another question for you guys. So now that you guys have the what is it, the voltage cutoff, do you guys by any chance have those servo testers?
Yeah, I got one right here.
Oh wow.
Steve got it after I showed him, right?
I might like to get it.
Yep. I got it after Frank showed me one. Right here's what they look like. Just little.
Yeah, just plug it in and see if
Show it
it
again,
works.
Steve.
Huh?
Show
Right
it again.
here.
Oh, okay. How does that work exactly?
Take
Well, you get yourself some little batteries like that, a little.
or you can cheat it and take a 2S battery.
Yeah,
and,
you take a 2S, that works also.
Too. Right?
Yeah, put that in the balance lead.
And oops.
And I do this all the time when you're setting up your car. Like when it's going to be time to set up the servo for this, instead of running the whole ESC with the battery and all that, I just use this. I just use these things and plug it in and center my servo, set it up, disconnect it. I don't have to do the rest of the ESC thing.
That's nice.
Steve will just Fridays.
Huh?
He says you fried yours.
Tony's joking with you. He says that you fried yours already.
Oh no. The lights wouldn't come on if I fried it.
Yeah, and the point about the servo tester now, in my own words, the cool feature about it is like how Tank said, you can zero out your servo to where it's at 0, which is it's 90 left, 90 right, or something like that, right? So you can practically just put the horn on there, and as soon as you turn on your car, whatever, the horn should be at 0.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Another thing, when a servo's giving you problem, let's say for example it's giving you more left than right, then you take it out, then you put it on the servo tester, and you can actually see where it's trying to bind or what have you. That's when the gears start to go bad, and you could just clearly see it on the servo horn where it's just moving, but at the same time it's struggling. So that's the the point of the servo tester. Now, if you ask me, I don't own one. My hobby shop owns one, but seeing you guys all have these stuff, this stuff on your house, it's like, well,
They're good to have if you build a lot of meter kits. I know that's why I got one after I seen Frank had one.
Well, they're pretty cheap also, but what's nice with it is you're going to a friend and he wants to sell you a servo. How do you know if it's good? So you take that, you put on the servo tester, and you go auto. And as soon as you go auto, the servo is going to go all the way to the right, and then it's going to go all the way to the left.
Yeah, and
it just goes like a windshield wiper.
And that is called a mapping, where it's just it's giving you the points 90, and then 90, and then back to 0. So that's the the whole feature of the. But then again, if it messes up, I'll just buy a new servo, right? But it's a neat little feature to have at home. So. Tony says monster /Fashion Boy. Yes, it's my two-wheel drive Flash with 2.8 transmitters, and it's there. So I decided to showcase it because of Traxxas Thursday, a friend's solo idea. So happy 4th of July and happy Traxxas Thursday.
I thought it was Techno Thursday. When did they change that?
I don't know. I I don't know. You want to make Techno Thursday? All right. I don't have a Techno.
So Net Cruiser is asking who saw the best sell in RC stuff.
I
So-
looked. I didn't see nothing.
Which company had the best sell? He noticed that Asia Tees had a discount on everything.
Asia Tees, man, it's killing it. To be honest, I agree
Really?
with that. Yes, Asia Tees. You know the trike that I featured. I had like a 50% or no, was it like a 45% discount on a purchase? So that's why I got the trike off of them. And actually, they sent me free Dean plug. They were free, so that's pretty cool, man. I don't know about Horizon Hobby or Tower, but I don't know. Yeah, but Asia Tees is killing it, man.
Where do they ship out of?
Asia.
Well,
Well, I was seeing the thing on their homepage, next day delivery. I'm like, where are they shipped from? That's why I was asking.
Yeah, maybe they ship it out, but I don't know.
hey, so Tank,
Yes.
if you're not busy, you mind if we help me get those was it the lipo alarm systems for me? Can we go on eBay and check out some prices?
I can even do that. Better than that, I'll go to Bang Goods with my new
Nice.
affiliate and give you a link to get it at Bang Goods.
Okay.
But
Even
before
better.
we do that,
Okay.
I'm before we go there, I wanted you guys to look at this. Why the heck didn't it? It did not like my link. I tried posting a link and it didn't allow me. Maybe I gotta give them something.
All right.
You're affiliated yet.
That's odd.
Better send my affiliate link. No, I won't take your sales.
Wow, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to send me. It doesn't want me to put that link up. Okay, so we'll do it this way then. Hopefully, people has Facebook. If you go on my Facebook page, the Tank RC, there's this truck and there's a link for it, and it's the Hilux from Tamiya. It's a knockoff. And you can get that now for under $200 US. This is crazy. It's about $300 Canadian. This is US here, 195. And for me, Canadian, it's but this is like the Clodbuster, what everybody wants. It's like the Tamiya, and it's got metal, it's got transmission, it's got 3-speed.
It was only 165 a couple months ago. They had a sale on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got the 3-speed transmission. It's made just like the Tamiya. It's got the rails, but it's actually a knockoff. It's really neat. When I saw that, I go, "Wow, this is interesting."
And then look, check it out. It says Toyota.
Yeah.
Toyota.
Well, they can't put Toyota. Toyota is a registered trademark. They can't do that.
But you can swap the letters around and make it work.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what the RC 4-wheel drive also does. They do the same thing.
Yeah.
So let me find a LiPo checker, and I might not be able to put an affiliated link, but because it didn't.
John said that they blocked his too when he tried to put affiliate link last week.
Oh, really?
That they're blocking them now.
That's weird.
Yes, you can only put them in your descriptions, probably.
Maybe. But it is a short. It is a short. I did use a shortened one. Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, that's why I always use the short links. Do a custom link and then shorten it.
I found LiPo checkers. Oh, here we go. $3.32 or $5.32, depending on the quality you buy.
Okay.
You can buy 5 of them for $12 for almost the same price as
The Venom.
yeah.
So how much is it for shipping though?
Bangers are pretty good, but you'd have to go through the whole process.
This is Banggood will ship free over $45.
45, okay.
Just get
Uh-oh.
20 of them.
Okay. I don't know. Just mail them to
But
you guys.
I'm sure that little tiny thing weighs nothing. It's going to be in an envelope. I don't think the shipping is going to be a lot. But
Yeah.
worth checking. It's worth checking.
You can find them on Amazon Prime for cheap and get them in 2 days.
Oh yeah.
And the chat, we got Tony. He's saying, resell them, Tank. Buy a bunch. He's asking you to hustle. So
Yeah, I could do that also.
Let me see if I can find them on Amazon here.
Nick Cruiser is
So-
going to show the truck. Yeah.
Let me try the link for that alarm. We'll go with the $3 one.
okay. So now that link that you're gonna send, Jack, is it affiliated to you?
Yes.
You can get you can get 2 of them for $8.99 and 2-day delivery if you have Amazon Prime.
I don't care about delivery. I care about quality and quantity.
Look at these. Hold on, let me see if I can show you these ones. These ones look like the Venom ones. 3 of them for $9.99.
All right, that link worked.
Woohoo! So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to check out some what do they call again?
Lipo alarms.
Lipo alarms. You know, want to help out a Tank? You know, hey, I'll be one of them.
And it does not cost anything extra.
All right.
And I'll put the link of that truck too. I'll make a long link.
What about
maybe you can post them on your own chat, because John said he tried to post it on your chat, I think.
Yeah. I forget.
Oh yeah.
Just not your chat.
Yeah. So yeah, these ones right here, if you can see them on my page, those look like those Venom ones you got, but black.
That one on the right looks like the one I have.
Oh, that's 5-in-1.
The alarm is just a checker, but
yeah, 5-in-1.
Oh wow, so those are actually Venoms, because in Spider-Man, right? You know, turns into Venom, turns black.
Yeah. The real Venom.
The real Venom, because they're evil.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a 5 for $12.
I don't like H&T's website.
This is Amazon that I'm on.
Yeah, I was just looking to see what they had on sale, and I was going through a couple of things that I need. And it's like it's hard to find anything because I'm not used to their navigation.
The thing with H&T is you have to be subscribed to their newsletter. You have to put your email on there, and then they send you emails. When they have a sale on this, sale on that, etc., etc.
Well, I need certain models of tires for my race cars. I can't find them. So no reason to give them my email address.
Okay.
One more email to delete every day.
I get enough junk mail as it is.
This is the Spectrum Smart Battery Checker Servo Driver.
Oh no! But that's different. No. That's different. If you haven't noticed about Spectrum wanted to come out with their own lineup of batteries.
Yeah.
And even their voltage is much higher. You can check them, with that thing, and then they have these fancy chargers. So basically, you're skewing off, from everything that's universal as far as batteries. Spectrum just trying to come up with their own thing.
I guess you got a deal, Kagan, because this is $11 for the Venom one.
Yeah, these are sitting on the shelf for a
Right
while.
next to it. Right next to it, without the sticker, you can get that for $3, or right here, 4 of them for $9.99. The servo testers are cheap too. If you wanted to get one of those, Bash Boy.
Which one is a 3-in-1? Do you have a 3-in-1 on there, right? What is it?
Yeah, servo tester. Right here. This is a nicer one. The metal. Well, I was gonna get those, but like, you know, $6.99. This one's nice on the right hand side. It's just a case, yeah. High digital tester.
So yeah, there you go. Oh, well, actually, my hobby shop has like this big fancy one where, it tells you the points mapping and all that. And
is that like this one right here for $55?
Some, yes, But theirs is a gray, and it tells you all these features.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
this is what I want to buy and scare my wife. A spider, a remote control spider. Or I looked for the remote control snake, but it doesn't look real enough to me. So that should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's deadly, man.
Scare my wife with a spider.
She'll probably squish it.
And I mean deadly in the sense of, probably she's gonna hit you with a pan or something. that can do a plot twist really quick.
Mm-hmm. Or check your food for a few days afterwards.
Tony from CCXRC says none of these alarm work. You need the one that's actually written Venom. That one works. One that's written Venom. Somehow I find that hard to believe.
Well, isn't
I can't
Tony
say anything because I haven't even used mine yet. So.
Isn't Tony sponsored by Venom?
Well, he was. He used to be. I think he still is.
Well, no, it says none of these work. The ones that do say Venom on them. I wonder if that's what he's talking about. The ones that say Venom on them don't work.
Maybe that's what he's trying to say.
So talk to us. What are you trying to say there, Tony? Because I'm actually, as soon as I'm off the live stream, I'm gonna start looking into these alarm thingy majiggers.
You need an alarm and you need the servo checker.
Yes, apparently.
And don't forget to get a little thing like this.
Well, I have plenty of batteries, but
a little battery pack. Or do a Steve did. Do us.
So Tony's going to be in about 3 minutes. He's uploading his 4th of July video on YouTube right now.
Okay.
I saw you put up a Sen Reaper video. Or Sen. I mean, it's a Reaper, but
I think he went on the parade with the kids with it or something like that.
Cool.
That's what I think I saw it on Instagram or on Facebook. I can't remember which one.
I was noticing earlier Brandon Timlin didn't have a wrench. I don't know if you...
Somebody wanted a wrench? Who wanted a wrench?
Well, Brandon Timlin doesn't have one. Not Brandon. Yep. Up at 1027. I don't know if he's still in here.
Bradley RC, hey man, take it easy. Happy 4th of July if you're here in the States. Have a good one. So it looks to me that we covered a pretty nice segment on good info as far as lipo checkers and servo.
It's all RC related. We're doing great so far.
I know, right? I don't know if and I know you guys are gonna be like, but Tank, you wanna tell us about your past? Before the RC hobby, if you were
before the RC hobby, I was actually doing construction, and What? Construction work.
Carpentry, right?
Carpentry, yeah. Framing houses and doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I basically touched everything: electrical, plumbing. I'm a man of all trades that knows
Renaissance man.
absolutely nothing.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
That's correct. That's what I was trying to say.
So I have a Spectrum transmitter question.
Oh,
Okay.
I saw somebody post up a DX5R on one of the racing forums for sale, and he had some really nice receivers to go with it, so it got my attention. And I went looking to find the radio, and the thing only came out like 2 years ago, and it's already discontinued. Does Spectrum like really run through a lot of the radios, or are they just going through a growing process in the last few years, or what's going on there? Because what's the point of buying something that's discontinued and I can't get updates or
okay.
stuff?
Keep in mind, Spectrum got bought.
Okay, I need to know this stuff. I'm new to the hobby.
Okay. The Spectrum got bought with that big merger of all those things, Axial and all that. They were all bought out. So they're cutting corners. They're trying to find ways to make money. They're trying to find ways maybe to amalgamate the two together. So Futaba and Spectrum are owned by the same company now. So what are you going to sell?
So they were a Hobbyco brand, huh?
Yep.
Did not know that.
Another thing that you have to consider is that when the DX5R came out, right after they did that DX5R rugged.
Pro. Yeah, they did the Pro and then the rugged, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in the world of business, okay, so right now they're focusing on the rugged more than the regular DX5R because, well, the rugged, actually they're focusing more on the basher scene, to the point where, like, you've seen them. I don't know if you ever seen the commercial.
Or the
there's guys
trailers.
that are dunking them in water and splashing them with dirt and a bunch
they
of
come
stuff.
with a spot you can put a hex wrench right in that, I guess, on the rugged.
Yeah, that's correct. Has a little compartment on there, and it still has the same features as the DX5R. So to conclude, you would have to say, well, why compare the rugged to a regular DX5R when the rugged, I guess it has a little bit of more, I guess, touch to it, I guess, if I should say. So that's why I said, well, maybe that's why it just got discontinued. So
I couldn't find it anyplace. And usually, if you go to A-Main's site and they have a discontinued item, they'll tell you what date they discontinued and what date they received it. But I couldn't even find it on A-Main's website.
Yeah, but in my own words, in my opinion, I think that's why they got discontinued, because even if you go to the Spectrum website, you'll see the rugged on there, and then the 6R. You know what I mean? So the 5R, I guess, is just history.
Well, I noticed something funny on Horizon's website.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Brandon just showed up in the chat.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice, blue. Hey, Brandon. All wrenched up.
And then another cool thing about Spectrum, if you guys haven't noticed, they're actually making smaller servos now, which is to your what am I seeing here?
Mini and micro servos.
No, what is it? Steve was doing something with his screen over here. Cool.
It was on today, and I thought maybe you would have seen that.
Nice.
Cool, man. So yeah, so back to the Spectrum receivers now. That they're much tinier. Okay, to the point where you don't even need a bind plug, and they're much easier, to put them on, on what do you call those?
Well, weren't some of the older ones that way too? They just had a button you pushed.
No. Well, to the bigger ones, like for example, like for the drones and stuff, with much bigger channels, yeah. But something like the 3-channel, 4-channel, you will definitely need a bind plug for it. And also, like for even the ones for AVC, you would need See, with the AVC, a lot of people don't know this, but if you want to disable the AVC, you need actually 2 bind plugs to disable the AVC, which is one to the bind, and then the other one, I think it's on the last channel. And you just power it up, and that's how you disable AVC.
And Success is really easy to work with.
Oh yeah, man. After all the, like I said, after all the updates, after all of the uncomfort
Issues with the new unboxing of those things.
Yeah, it's a good radio. You know what I mean? It's fancy and all, and if I would suggest you to buy one now, if you own a lot of RCs and if you are into the racing scene, I would highly suggest you to buy it. And I don't know if Scott can actually relate to that. Why? Because it has a bunch of features that you can do.
Yeah, I like the radio, but at my racetrack, most people would. But everybody told me not to buy a Spectrum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I was thinking that these were new radios, and these guys have been racing for 10 years plus. They probably remember maybe old war stories about the brand or something. They had to have evolved in the last 10 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And here, like for example, here in West Texas, trust me, there are Futaba fans and there are the brand new Spectrum fans. Okay. And trust me, they go hand in hand. There's in the Spectrum world, there's something as fancy as a Futaba radio. Okay, nowadays. So.
The only reason I went with Spectrum other than Futaba when I got back into RC is because my brother bought a Spectrum and he had spare receivers. That's the only reason why I got Spectrum, because he had parts available for me to grab it whenever I wanted.
Yeah. Convenience is nice.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people do. So if you go to a hobby store and they only stock Spectrum or they only stock Futaba, you're going to buy the best they have. So sometimes a company can't stock all of them.
And that's correct. And see, myself, I started with a Futaba radio. Okay, and I went to my local hobby shop. Holy cow.
How's it going, guys?
Oh my god.
No, he is not sponsored at all.
How are you doing?
You've never even worn that hat before, have you? It's not even broken in.
It's too tight.
Okay.
Headache hat.
Now I think I'm going to change from
Yeah, there's your new
thumbnail.
thumbnail.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use that for a thumbnail now.
I couldn't help myself. That's why Bill, the video uploaded a while back, and I was not on yet.
Yeah, he was looking for the
find all my
hat.
stuff.
Nice.
Oh man, that was actually the highlight of the night right there.
The only thing you needed is 2 batteries, holding 2 Venom batteries or the charger.
Yeah, you should be like, how's it going, guys? Like, what do you have in your hands? Well, nothing. Like, normal day.
I just got their new crawler battery, and there's a small they look like the old race packs, the shorties. They're making that for crawlers, 50C. But I got it actually for my race truck because I want to run it in that. But they call it a crawler battery because it's a little bit more lightweight. Is my guess.
For some reason, Tony, your volume's cranked way up. You sound like you're yelling almost.
So I put this in my car this morning. It's a Venom Power NIM battery. And I wanted to try my Ferrari today. So I brought this to me with work and I charged it before going to the G6. Never used it. And when I got to work, plug it in the car, dead. So something's wrong with my Venom Power 4200 NIM battery. What are you going to do about it, Mr. Sponsor?
I don't do anything about it. I can tell you who to talk to.
All right, give you a number. Website.
Let's see. Where's my tester?
That's better, Tony.
I was looking for some NIM batteries for my Outcast.
I think.
I tried turning it down. I don't know. We'll see if it does it.
It's clear to me.
It's just picking up really well. Maybe I'm not sure.
You want a NIM battery for your Outcast?
That's just me.
Well, the ESC has LiPo and NIM, so it's got to be
True.
It does say that I could use a NIM battery.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine that
right.
the ESC would turn on.
Well, I'm at 7.85 right now when I put my tester in there. But it only charged for about 10 minutes. I don't think it takes 10 minutes to charge up a NIM battery.
Depends on how good it is, how old it is.
Yeah. I don't think this is very old. I can't remember where I got this battery from. I didn't buy it. It came out of a car I bought off somebody else, so I don't know how old it is. So that's why I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, it's pretty old looking. I mean, show it again. Does it have a snake on it?
If it's got a what on it?
Does it have a snake on it somewhere? The old logo?
The old logo. No, it's got Venom Power. Don't think it has any old warning.
How long have you had that one?
Not long, because I got it off.
It looks like that. So I don't know.
Copyright 2010 Venom Group International, so it's not that old.
2010 was 9 years ago.
No, it's not that old.
It's almost
They
a
don't change
decade.
the copyright every year.
Batteries lasted 9 years. That's doing pretty good.
Copyrights are not
Could
changed
have been
every
copyrighted
year.
10 years ago. Yeah.
Look on your
Could be brand
batteries.
new.
See your brand new batteries. See what copyright. What's the date on that copyright on your brand new battery you just got?
It might be different since they went to the dry batteries.
Maybe.
True.
But I'll
So I
put it in
decided
the
to sport out my little Spectrum shirt. It's actually on top of the truck. And
You
what
are
I have
sponsored.
hand.
I was going to say you needed to bring out your Spectrum shirt. I was about to order one just to wear on one time.
Actually, I have two of them, but I wore one not too long ago. It's in the hamper. So.
The shipping
Oh,
costs
no.
so much, though. Hey, there you go. You got the PPR grip on it.
Yeah,
Steve-O.
but that radio's gonna burn, man. I don't
Let's
know.
see it. Steve, let's see the grip on it.
You stretched the grip out now.
Yeah. Well, it was just hard to get on there.
Wow, you really had to stretch that one on. Oh, no, you didn't. It has the black. That's why it looks stretched.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Got
does.
it.
It does feel like you're about to break something when you put it on, but
Yeah, it'll get on there. It's good.
That's my kryptonite right there, man.
Your kryptonite.
I ordered several of those things just to put on those controllers for my boys
All right.
because they got
Yeah,
the.
and I don't mind the grips. I mind the remote, just to be clear.
Which colors did you get? Different colors.
Hey, wait! You have a DX4R Pro too? What happened to
Yeah.
your Big 6 one?
Oh, you want me to bring it up? Yeah, I can. Sure. Give me a sec.
We want to see all the Spectrum goodies.
Menagerie.
Oh, I got power. I have power.
To what?
For that battery.
My Ferrari
Go some life.
to that NIM battery.
It worked?
Yeah, but I don't know for how long. There we go. Put that down there. So I got steering. So this is the Ferrari.
Doesn't sound like a Ferrari.
Nice and quiet, that's for sure. That's a TA06.
There you go.
So the Ferraris of the future will sound like.
So I don't know. I need a dynamo or something and just let the truck roll to waste the battery and just to.
What's the motor on that you got? Looks blue. I can't see very well from here.
Which is what? Sorry, I was.
What's the motor on it? And I can't see where the motor is. I see something blue up front.
Motor's over here.
Okay.
It's a 17.5 turn speed passion motor, ultraviolet, ultra VT. So it's a 17.5. And the ESC, that's the only thing I had kicking around. So is a speed passion.
What's up front there then? With the
Shock, I think you're seeing.
You got to be specific on my screen or tank screen.
Yeah.
The blue thing.
a tank screen. Oh, the shocks
Oh, the
are.
shocks.
Oh, okay. I couldn't for the life of me figure out what was laying down there.
Aren't those
It
illegal?
looked like a Castle motor, or that's but blue.
That's a TA06 chassis. The battery is actually underneath, and you need to take out 4 screws. Pain in the butt to get the access to batteries. 4 screws to take out.
Scott's asking
Yeah,
what
I
tracks
drive that
he's
car
using,
one
yeah.
time and then put it on my shelf. I have a really bad problem with battery access. If it's not easy, I just don't drive the cars. I don't know what it is.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't
are
got
you
comfortable
serious?
with the straps on
I'm
the outside
serious.
yet.
Did
Yeah,
you
you're saying the
know
rates are
that?
pain.
Did you know that the Glamisphere, you kind of have to use some strength, to get onto the battery tray?
Just have to take your fingernail and turn the thing.
that's not bad.
It's hard though.
I mean, I wanted a UDR when it came out, and I saw the battery tray, and I said, "Nope, not a chance. Not gonna deal with it." There's self plug-in stuff that they've got for the Traxxas. Not don't
That's
want
why
to
you
deal
got
with
rid
it.
of the E-Revo.
So you guys that have Armas
One of the
running
reasons.
6S batteries, do you have like a ton of extra Velcro for those tying down those batteries?
No, cut off extra Velcro,
That's what I was
actually.
thinking about doing because there's just so much of it there. It's overlapping and it's not.
Yeah,
it's
trim
good
them,
connection.
you just
They've
trim
got
it
the
up.
coolest Velcro though, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do actually. I kind of like that little plastic cup that the battery slides into as well.
Proprietary Velcro.
When it anywhere that you meet, it sticks. It's not
There
like
you go. Battery's dead. Battery's dead. Barely anything. Venom. Don't leave home with it. I mean, without it.
Sean's RC Adventure says he has batteries that look like that, Francois. At 1053.
1053 BC or what?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to throw this one out.
Yep. Or sell it.
Call him, man.
The next sucker.
Are you gonna have like a little small
wants to buy it?
funeral? Throw some flowers at it.
Look at
bury it
all
in
your
the backyard.
Spectrum controllers.
All you said. Well,
You still getting them?
You still looking for your other ones?
no, these 3 controllers actually control my entire lineup.
Can't believe
Your whole
one of those
8-hour
sweet new
lineup?
ones.
That's correct. Believe it or not, yeah.
Wow, that's impressive, actually.
Because those of you guys that have a bunch of remotes in here, and then you use that little label maker, and 3 remotes, label them there, boom.
A whole shelf of just remotes.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
well,
No,
hang
not
on
me.
pegboard.
I mean,
So, Gabriel,
Yeah.
have you seen the price of the DX6R lately?
yes.
Drop
And
or something.
I'm tearing, man, because I paid full price for it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd be more worried about just them keeping support for it.
Yeah, that's why I was asking
Putting something
about
new out.
that question earlier. It's like, how often do they change radios and discontinue stuff?
Well, I mean, ew.
An Android system on top of it all.
You gotta understand that
It seems like there's got to be another one coming. It seems like the way to go for the future would be Android based, because the other way is just really clunky.
My favorite things about having an Android operating system, you got Bluetooth, you've got Wi-Fi. I mean, it really makes it easy to do certain things because of that. Of course, trying to get booted up in time to get to the driver's stand is not very convenient.
Yeah, you gotta be when you're in the parking lot of
It's
the.
new technology.
on that racetrack, right? You got to turn it on.
Operations.
I don't turn it off when I'm at the track.
Hey, Tony, these Onyx batteries are over 20 years old, and they still hold a charge, and they work like a charm.
Wow.
This is crazy. Over 20 years old. I bought this when I bought my Super Hornet. It's crazy.
Oh, wow. That's good, man.
The design's the same one they use still. You're like, huh.
Got their money's worth out of it.
I had the old Venom ones for my low C mini desert trucks, and they still work with the snake on them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're super old.
Oh,
Brandon's
the
saying
NIM
greenish yellow
batteries,
Venom
NIM
packs.
batteries last for a long, long time. It's crazy.
Yeah, Brandon Timblin talking about. I used to have the greenish yellow Venom packs with the snake on them. That's what I have. The some of the NIMs for the little cars.
So back to the Spectrum thing, with the DXXR. I can compare this, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the PS3. Remember when the PS3 came out? They came out with the PlayStation Store and stuff like that. Now, when they went to the PS4, now the PlayStation Store was still available, and you'll still have the same account. Okay, so I can probably guess, the app, because the Spectrum remote works based on an app. Okay, and it's called Raceware, right, Scott?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, if that app goes away, then practically the freaking remote is no good. So I don't see why, Spectrum would do such a thing as far as updating the freaking remote and saying, you know what, hey, those of you with a DXXR, you have to be now compatible with the newer version. I mean, I would actually throw middle finger at them, if they ever pull such a stunt.
What would you do then with your shirt and all of your extra controllers?
Burn it? No.
How about discount sell it to me?
Well, my
Right.
brother had the DX4 Pro, and he actually updated the firmware on it, and now
Oh,
it
no.
does not work on the orange receivers.
Yeah.
And half of his car had orange receivers. He was not pleased.
And yeah. And actually, my remote, the one into your far right, that's actually a DX4R Pro. And my hobby shop said, if you're going to update it, kiss your older receivers goodbye. You have to update your entire receiver line.
I use really old receivers on mine too.
So best thing to do, man,
just buy old
just
lots
keep it how
of
it is.
stuff, and they work. They all work. I just try it, and people are like, "How did you find that?" I'm like, "I don't know. It works with mine."
Yep.
I never upgraded the firmware from the day I got mine.
And never do, because it's so easy to do. Excuse me, it's so easy to do. So trust me, mine is still old, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Well, my question is, will they work with the new receivers? But then I don't really care because I can buy the old ones so cheap on Facebook that I'm not gonna worry about
I can actually solve that problem, but I don't know where my Gen 2 is, my ECX. Remember I showcased it a couple nights ago? I put it away and I don't know where I left it.
I don't remember that, man. You haven't been in here for like 3 weeks.
What do you mean?
You were working quite a bit for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
There's so many lives.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of hard to get onto.
But yeah, I do have the most modern receiver on that thing, on the ECX Gen 2. But anyway, I can actually see if I can bind it, because it's remember, Tony, that the newer receivers now, they just come with a little button.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is just, hit, and if it binds, hey, oh well.
Yeah.
If you want a good receiver from Spectrum, get this one. This one there, the STX2, is
Can somebody mute him?
Awesome.
Is there a way we can mute this guy? and now, okay. So, people in chat, people that are watching, the reason why I don't like the radio that Tank just showed is because you see my 3 radios that are here? Huh?
Otra vez.
Otra vez, sí. So the XTX, what is it, 2E The receiver on that stupid remote are not compatible with these remotes that you see in front of me. And these are higher end remotes. So why buy a ready to run with a Spectrum logo vehicle if they're not compatible with the higher end Spectrum remotes? See, that's been my beef all along.
Because they're Spectrum.
No, they're not.
Who's getting picked on?
Hopefully not. Don't think we're picking on Basher Boy.
Yeah, because I remember Crew Media saying something in my
He's got
life
tough skin. He can handle it.
about messing with them.
No, yeah, it's all good, man. I know that, it's all jokes here and stuff like that. But no, it's all good, man.
I'm waiting for the STX3 to come out.
Right.
What?
For what?
It's less compatible.
First player had
Doesn't even work with itself.
Yeah.
It's compatible with like a fly sky. Filthico, hey, welcome. How's it going, man? Yes, no, trust me, you won't hear. I'm gonna call it it. Okay, I'm gonna call it it. You won't hear it anymore.
Well, only if you want to hear about it. We can talk about it. There's no problem. I am open to an open floor subject here. If
Okay,
people want to talk about the STX, we can.
If you guys want to talk about it, I'm not gonna say a thing, and I promise you guys.
Are you sure you're not going to say a thing?
I can try. So.
Okay, we won't talk about it like that. We won't have dead silence and people like mourning and being sad that they've done that.
And yes, so Futaba, I'm not saying it's a bad brand or anything. Actually, Futaba, it's always been the thing. Okay, Spectrum, it was just basically the new kid on the block. They came out and they just wanted to be competing with the Futaba receivers. Now, if you go further down, like in the 80s, that was basically what you would see. Futaba this, Futaba that. So pretty much it's like the Henry Ford of receivers. Now Spectrum came along and hey, well, but yeah, I have nothing bad against Futaba, and actually, like I said, I've owned a Futaba radio. The only thing that it's a huge bummer for me is that I highly depend on my local hobby shop, and my local hobby shop only has Spectrum receivers. So that's why I just said, well, okay, I'll just go with Spectrum. So, and if my local hobby shop had Futaba stuff, then I would have, something high end, of Futaba. But due to the lack of, I guess, inventory of Futaba and local hobby shops, that's what made me go into Spectrum.
Hank, you use Spectrum, right?
I got Spectrum, yes.
Steve-O?
Futaba's where I'd go if I was going to get one of those real expensive radios.
What
Which one are you using right now?
I just got Fly Sky stuff.
Okay.
FS5 or GT5.
Yeah, same thing with me. I got Fly Sky and Spectrum.
And I got this one too. This Radio Link one now.
Scott?
I would like to play with one of those Airtronics or Futaba. I know all the real racers use the air. What's the other name they call them? Not Airtronic. Sanwa. I like to see what the big deal is about them because all the guys that race seem to have those.
Actually,
I'd be faster if I spent $1,000 more on a remote, huh?
Quite a funny.
What about Green Frog? Have you
Make all the difference.
Spectrum?
I have all RTRs except for the Spectrum for the cruise or the hauler. I got the
Actually, this is
PXC
the
for
main
that.
controller right here. Nothing.
Oh, no. Oh my god! And I promised I was gonna say anything.
We're just testing you now.
Yeah.
Your voice always raises a little bit.
Yeah, and also, Scott, another name, and I wish Shan was here because he's a highly supporter of this company. It's KO
Pro
Propo.
or Cup Pro or what are they called
KO
again?
Propo.
KO Popo.
KO
KO
Propo.
Propo. Yeah.
KO Propo. Actually, here, the local track here, you see a couple of guys, using the latest KO Propo stuff. And actually, the owner of the hobby shop that I go to,
It's big in
he
Japan.
he bought one recently, and it was all detachable. And I was like, "What? Yeah!" So you can actually put the steering on one side, and you can just
Yeah.
flip it, and it was all cool. Like, oh wow! And then the velocity of it, as far as all the triggers and all that, it was up there, man.
Yeah,
So
the guy that my track that raced with one, he just switched over to Futaba because the receivers were so expensive.
for the
That's his
KO
part.
Purple,
Yeah.
They told me to get a Gropner X8N.
Never heard of
that
it.
one.
Not me.
Spectrum,
It's like
to break the
200,
silence.
$220. I'm bang good. Tank can put up a link for you.
I can.
290 in the USA. I was just saying.
What's the part number?
GRAUPNER.
Okay. G what? Sorry.
It's a Gropner here.
GRO.
GRAU. Gropner. I don't know.
Yeah, Gropner GR12 or GR Pro.
He said
Gropner
X8N is what. When I had the issues with the speed run, that's what some of the guys told me.
Yeah, just did a Gropner, see what's going to come up. X8N, yeah.
I don't know why he recommended that, but I was like, I'm not spending another $300 for a controller and receiver for a car to make it go fast.
It's 288 Canadian. Let's see what it is US.
Notice that we're looking at Banggood.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Hey Tony, so what remotes do you have?
Yeah.
So somebody recommended that for you?
Yeah, I mean, I got a shelf full of them, but I have they all have tape on them. It says what they go to.
They have ready to run.
Yeah, but I have the DX4R Pro.
Just that one.
Braking, silence. It's brand new Max D in the box. But yeah, I mean, so I have all Spectrum stuff.
I was going to ask you, is that just the box or is that something in that box?
It's still unopened.
I haven't opened it yet.
Can we check out your box?
A1 from back in the day. When was it? That was a long time ago now.
I still got all the parts. I just bought a bunch of parts and I still haven't even put them on yet. But
it's like 6 months ago anyway.
Yeah, and I have a whole bag of the parts. I bought all the parts to go with it too.
Yeah, I was shopping for more today.
I didn't do the arms yet, the trailing arms, but I have the diff bevel gears. I've got the metal gears for the transmission. I've got the beef tubes to go in the axles.
Yeah, I got those.
So I would have sold it, but at one point, just even for stock cost. But I realize I have all these parts that I'm not going to be able to get rid of, and so it's like I'm kind of holding on to it at this point.
Yes, sir.
So can you Frankenstein me a Max D for me?
I don't need to Frankenstein you one. There's a whole one in the box right there, brand new.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's an unopened Max D.
Oh yeah,
sweet.
So I'm waiting kind of to see if they have Max D come out again, or if it's going to be like a trophy truck, like where everybody's going to have, maybe like maybe they come out with Monster Energy or something instead of as a second truck. I think they should do Son of a Digger and Grave Digger, in my opinion. But that's
I'm sure ECX is gonna pick them up. I know that it's gonna be in the 2-wheel drive platform, but you know how they
Who?
did the
Pick who
axe
up?
and
XD.
like for the ECX, like you have the Brutus and I have the axe.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's probably they're gonna pick up their license and make more monster trucks off of that
No,
chassis.
it's going to go to Axial still. I've talked to the people at Horizon. They've been working on it with Feld.
I bought paint for mine today because I got this Raptor body.
Holy cow!
Nice.
They're still just trying to figure out what body to go with. That's
good.
cool, man.
It's gonna be good when I'm done with it. When I'm finished painting and do all the parts.
Cool.
What body is that for? That's not for SMT10, obviously. It's for
T-Max or Revo.
okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's bigger.
Yep.
Makes this thing look pretty big.
What colors are you gonna pick?
Well, I got black rims and all that. Like I was gonna do the murdered out thing, but I might do. I got some red like diff covers and stuff like that. But so I might do like black and red. I got like a metallic red that I bought today, and silver to back it with, and then I got black too. So,
Cool.
and then the transmission I got is aluminum, and it's got black and red. So
Nice.
Awesome.
this should be cool once I get it done.
How come J Concept doesn't put the thickness of their Lexan bodies on their website?
So we don't disappoint you.
Maybe because they're all the same. Maybe I don't know.
And they don't put little dimples down there for guides for people who don't know how to drill holes either.
They don't?
I don't think I've
They
seen them.
do on
before.
some of them for sure.
I
Maybe
thought I
The
bought a
four
J
course ones I've
Concept
gotten from them have had it.
I do remember trying to find. I think that's when I was looking for a monster truck body. I was trying to find thickness of the Lexan because Proline will tell you, and some other companies will tell you. But I didn't see it on J Concept's website, so I decided not to buy. They had some pretty cool monster truck bodies too, but I wanted to make sure it was going to be durable.
So when you guys put your body on, how long does it take you to put your body on a car or a truck?
Depends on the car.
Me, I put it on this fast. There you go, done.
Oh, okay.
See, it's done, and it's strong too because I'm lifting it and I'm going like this. I'm not even holding the car, and it's there. It's holding. Those ring magnets are friggin' strong. Nice.
Rare earth.
Who are they made by?
I just got them at a local hardware store here called.
They're just rare earth.
Yeah, rare earth ring magnet.
You don't have a Home Depot in Canada?
Yes, we do, but I don't think they have the ring magnets there. I didn't check.
What about Lowe's? Do you have Lowe's?
Lowe's, yeah, we have Lowe's now, which I don't like them because they bought out the local store here and said, we'll never close them down, and they're closing them down.
What about Ace? Do you have Ace?
No Ace.
Oh, there you go. See? I got one.
Okay. Do you have Tim Hortons?
Oh, in Michigan they do. It's good stuff too.
We had one until Dunkin' Donuts surrounded them and took them out of business.
Oh, Dunkin'
Dunkin'
Donuts
Donuts in my
here, they
town.
closed. There's no more Dunkin' Donuts here in Ottawa. It's too bad. I enjoyed the donut.
Tim Hortons is so much better.
Yeah, but the Dunkin' Donuts, I enjoyed their donuts. But Krispy Kreme, those donuts are good.
They were good when they used to make the donuts. Now they're like shipped in, frozen or something. They're not the same as they used to be. That's for sure.
Well, if you go to a Krispy Kreme store,
oh yeah,
and the
Dunkin'
light
Donuts.
is flashing that they're hot, that they've just been made.
Yeah, and then they give you one ready.
You gotta stop when the light is flashing, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a free donut. What about a Harbor Freight there, Tank? Do you have a Harbor Freight?
Harbor Freight, no. I was looking at some footage today because I was editing that video with that little kid that I just uploaded, and I think I got more footage of the G6 than I thought. So I got to start editing some videos and put it up on YouTube. So.
Cool.
Let's see that. Are you gonna run in your competition, or are you gonna film?
I am not going to run in my comp. I will be filming this weekend. I might run for the fun of it, or bring a truck and just follow the people. But I'm not going to run it because I missed the first one anyways, and it is a 3 event, and they count all the points. So if you're going to win, you got to show up for all 3. And I didn't show up for the first, so no sense keeping going.
Makes sense.
Make it less hectic.
Yeah, it's going to be less trouble for me also, because when you run the event, and then you got to run back, get your material, and start filming everybody, and it's just too much work. So I'll try to film more and do a video of not adding music and just hearing the people talk and hearing them have fun and hearing them say how much trouble they're having or how easy it is, one or the other. Oh, look what you got.
What is that?
This is that C-clamp that Frank was talking about the other day. And I
Gee,
made
Under control.
I should get commission on that.
What's that?
I should get commission on
You
that.
should get a commission on it. I tried to use it when I took the Outcast out there, but I couldn't focus on pointing the radio and driving at the same time, so I just ended up putting the camera back on a tripod. But I think if I play with it a little bit, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you got to get used to it. You got to get used to pointing your radio where you're driving. That's.
Well, that's another problem. I'm afraid if I get used to it, then I'm gonna get on the driver's stand. I'm gonna be doing all this stuff too.
Maybe it'll distract the other drivers, though. It might be good.
There's already guys out there moving around a lot. We always say they're trying to set a hook.
When they jump. That's what my sons do, or they actually jump with the controller. I got mine too,
video games.
I got one.
This is the other trick for you. Get an older piece of not a GoPro, but put that on the hat. Just do a hole on the hat, and you put your GoPro right on the hat. And then when you're looking at your car, you're always looking at your car anyways.
Yeah. I've got that little clip that goes on the bill, but I've never tried it because it's that extra weight up on the bill, and it kind of freaks me out.
They got one
you got to put it further back. Or like
put a magnet on that, you just snap it off and on.
Yeah, or like
I do the bill one, and I just strap it tight. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I put my cap on backwards, and it seems to hold in place pretty well. But I still feel like an idiot wearing it, even at the racetrack. There's other people doing the same thing.
I mean, I strap it right into the front of the bill.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's heavy. It's right here, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, wait, where's my Venom hat?
I got one of those too.
Venom hat.
Check it out. Look at that.
So
there's no camera on it.
Well,
it's gonna be heavy with the camera and the battery and all that. It's
bring all your cameras.
This is the one I have. It's a little bit different. That still fits on a bill, doesn't it? Am I even folding in the right place? And it's a bit.
Hang on, down a little bit.
Yeah,
Ooh, look at
that. Nick, hopefully you're going to come down and see us this weekend. Cool.
You still look stupid, like when the cars drive by. It's like.
Cool.
Hey, so back to that question that you asked, Tank. You know, how long does it take to remove, the body from your RC? Now, I was gonna say, I have Proline body mounts, the ones that you screw on, screw off.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested to see, what takes longer, the body pins, or screwing on that little nut to the body post. That's actually a good thing
I
to
like the
see.
Pro Lines.
Well, the Pro Line screw on. What's fun about them is they're easy. They're harder to lose than the pins. That's for sure.
Not if you got a kid with
Never
you.
lost one.
Ask Buck. Buck's in the chat.
But there is
Yeah.
some tricks. There is some tricks that you can do for the body pin, because if you actually put a magnet anywhere on your car, even on the roof here, when you take off your body pin, you just put it here, and then the magnet actually holds it. So there's different things you can do to actually not lose the
That's
pin.
not my charger.
That's
We're
mine.
ready to bash.
I was looking around. I guess when you reinforce bodies, that's when you start having a hard time getting those body pins in there, because that starts thickening up the body.
Yeah. Yes.
Yannick says he does a hinge in the back with magnets in the front.
There you go.
Yannick is a local guy here also in Ottawa.
Oh,
So he's going
how's
to
it
bring his
going?
tracks to your contest.
Oh, he's going to bring the tracks. Okay, he got the Traxxas tracks truck.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Is it the one that came with the tracks, or did he add the tracks to it? Or
You can ask him.
Yannick, is it the blue or the orange one?
He actually works in the Orleans Hobby here. He works at the hobby store.
I remember when you were at that hobby shop checking out the TRX4 compared to the Gen
Yes, that's the guy that was there.
Yeah.
I made him he told me, you're going to make me a YouTube star. I go, you need a bigger YouTube channel to do that.
Okay.
You need to be sponsored by Banggood, apparently. Well, not sponsored. What is it? Affiliated with Banggood.
Affiliated, yeah.
But technically, you can be affiliated with Banggood and not actually be affiliated with them. You can just post their links and have an affiliate account and make money off them. I mean, I was buying stuff from them, and I would just post the link to it. I just affiliated myself because I'm like, whatever. I'm buying these cars. I'm going to post a link that can make money. Why not? And that's why they reached out to me. Is like certain cars that I was buying and posting were selling, and so like, where'd this guy come from?
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't actually taken anything that they've offered to send me yet. I don't have the time at the moment. As you can see, I did whittle down my boxes a little bit.
Yeah, the Gen 8, the Gen 2 is no longer there.
What are those trophies in the back, Tony?
They're for like filmmaking.
Really?
Bowling. They look like bowling trophies.
Yeah, they're a couple like telly awards and stuff like that.
Nice.
I have a trophy for like perfect attendance.
And we won more. You have to buy your own trophy. That's the thing. You win the award, but if you want the trophy, you have to pay for it. And after a while, I'm like, not worth paying for these trophies. I've got a couple.
That's
Just on a shelf.
So you win the award, you win it, but you don't actually win the trophy.
They give you a certificate and all that, and it's just like if you can buy your awards if you want them, and I'm like,
Okay.
Don't do that anymore. Yeah.
That's dumb.
It's different.
Yeah.
Well, the track should do good here in at my place because I don't have a lot of rocks. There is some spots, but mostly sand. So like on the hill, I can't wait to see how it's going to perform on the what we call the sandy hill here. So it's going to be interesting.
Plus the incline on the concrete is probably not going to do so great.
You're going to need that song from
50,
Iron
5
Maiden,
degree hill.
Run to the Hills,
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think so. I'm monetized. I'm going to get binged for that one. That's for sure.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For what one?
Huh?
What song, Basher Boy?
Which one, Basher Boy? Which song?
Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills.
Oh yeah.
I have that on my channel somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But then again, I don't have 1,000 subscribers and all those fancy stuff.
It looks like the Element, Yannick says, the Element cannot be sold in stores yet. That's probably because of the battery or the electronics that they have. It's probably not CSA approved for the Canadian electricity. That's probably why. But I don't. The kits should be no problems. We'll see. So no Element for me for a while. That sucks.
You mean LNRC?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be pretty decent.
Yannick is saying he's at the hobby store and he's saying you can't get them in Canada for now.
Really?
Yep. Oh, due to the issues to the controller. Really? Yeah.
What?
Controller didn't pass QC. Yeah. So if I want one, I'll have to get one in the States.
Hey, gentlemen, and if I can say, I know this is a little bit off topic, but I just read a comment from Earl RC. Apparently his grandma died. Sorry for your loss, man.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she passed a few hours ago. Or he heard a few hours ago anyway about it.
Yeah, Earl mentioned that at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, sorry, I was late here. Sorry. So.
No problem.
So just keep talking.
I'm going in August. I'm going to be going to the States with my wife for about 3 days.
Please say Texas. Please say Texas. Please.
Yeah, I bet.
Not that far down. We're going to Salem, where the witches are.
Oh. Where's that at?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. You say it.
Massachusetts. Sorry.
Yeah, where the witch trial was.
Yeah. We're staying right downtown Salem, near the harbor and all that, and we're gonna go walk. And she wants to go see that. She wanted to take a tour bus and go there. I said, I don't need a tour bus. We'll do our own tour. I'll drive there and I'll bring you anywhere you want. I don't need to go on a tour bus.
Save some money.
Watch out for the Nazis, Frank. They have Nazis there?
You'll be surprised.
Oh, some everywhere.
I thought you were gonna say Texas, Frank. I was like, oh, I need to get ready.
I say no lie.
And like I said, if you're able to beat my Glamisphere with your Exoterra,
here we go again.
Yeah. Hold on, let me finish.
I thought I explained to you the importance of. Well, anyways.
Yeah, but like they say, man, it went one year and then went out the other. So
okay.
That's why I'm still talking. But yeah, if you ever come to Texas, we need to do the Exoterra versus the Glamisphere race. And head to head.
I don't think so. What Yannick says, what do you think about the Boom Racing X all metal? Any experience with that? Not sure what you mean by which Boom Racing X you're talking about.
I don't even think I have any Boom Racing parts, actually.
He says 6x6. Boom Racing has a 6x6? Let's go to the Boom Racing site. Maybe I missed something.
That SSD crawler looks really good to me. I think you'd posted a tank where it has the really nice transmission with the fake not fake, but like the foam motor and all that up front.
Yeah.
The Trail King Pro.
That was a while ago.
Yep.
New items from Boom Racing. I don't know. I don't see it.
What is it going?
I don't know. But Yannick is kind of strange. He lives in Quebec side, so he's a Quebecer. I call them Quebecers. And he's French, so he's kind of weird in that way. He's a weird Quebecer French.
Okay.
But I know him. I'm allowed to pick on him. No, he won't give me any more discounts, but that's okay, I think. No, I don't see a 6x6 by Boom Racing.
So, hey, Tank, is French your first language?
Oui, français, c'est mon premier langage. Et toi, ton premier langage, c'est quoi, mexicain?
Family Channel, Frank.
Family Channel? I did not swear. I just asked him what's your first language.
Okay, you want to play that card? Okay. Señor, no tengo ninguna idea de lo que dijo. De veras, no sé para nada.
Okay, now that he's muted, we can keep talking. Things and stuff. Because I have the power to mute him.
I'm honored. I've never been muted. Actually, once I have.
Asia T, so he put a link up. He talked to me about Boom Racing. Now he's at Asia T's. Okay, let me present that. Present to everybody. So he's talking about this full metal 1/10 off-road military truck. How come it's all so quiet right now in the chat?
Well, somebody's been muting us. I'm like,
nice.
How come nobody's laughing?
I don't know.
I was muted, sorry.
But I'm going to log in so I can get the link.
What kind of price did that show for all metal 6x6?
900 and something.
Yeah, but that was Canadian though.
But that's weird because the two front tires turn, or the four front tires turn, I guess.
That's cool.
It doesn't find it.
Interesting.
Yeah, there we go. 1,500 Canadian, 1,542 Canadian. But this is all metal. But that's an 8x8. But yes, the two front tires turn.
Holy crap.
That is nice. But before buying that one, I'd buy the other one that has independent suspension there from what's the other guys? Anyways, I'll find it.
RC four-wheel drive?
No. See, I like the fact that they've went with the long dry shaft, and that's what I want to do with my 8x8. And since they have that, I might look at what they have for diff. Maybe I can use their diff. Because see, they have a very long dry shaft here coming there, and then they have the transfer case to come up. So that's what I want to do with my 8x8.
Nice.
Oh, so you own one of those?
No, I want to build one.
Oh, okay. I have the Beast too, man, and I gotta say, it's so plasticky that I feel like I'm gonna break it.
Well, the body of it, yes, it's all plastic, but the frame and the axle, everything is metal.
Metal, yeah, but
this one is all metal. This one must be a heavy.
And
Yeah,
that
like
looks
saying somebody wants to
mean.
trade his XR10 for that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I just wish it was an RTR because that looks like a lot of work to put together.
Right.
Out of stock.
And for $1,500, somebody else should put it together for me.
Well, buy it. I'll put it together for you, and then I'll ship it back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta
Unless it's
understand
way-
that that thing is gonna weigh a ton.
He's got a mint XR10, I guess. He's going to be possibly trading for it.
Scott, you're muted. Somebody muted you, man.
You gotta unmute yourself too. We can't unmute you. There it
I'm
is.
There you
enjoying
go.
talking to myself. I was gonna ask how much those things weigh.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
14,000 grams. Whew.
Yeah,
So that means what?
I don't know.
Right?
What is 14,000 grams or 15,000 grams?
We should
You
ask
want to
a
convert that
drug
to
dealer.
pounds?
That's 33 pounds. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Hopefully that's
Holy
with
crap!
batteries.
It's
Yeah,
The
32
X-Max is
pounds.
only half that.
32 pounds.
Wow.
How
So we
big
can make
is
a tow
it?
truck out of.
Hey?
Well, look,
1/8,
She
maybe?
said.
indestructible. Is it ready to run?
I don't know if it is. Almost ready to run truck. So you need a receiver transmitter probably for it.
Oh, so it's built.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Let's do this. Where's that at?
Uh-oh.
Wait, I'll
You're-
give you the link.
Are you serious, Tony? You're gonna buy that?
No, not a chance.
Oh, so what you said? Let's do it. I'm like, what?
Well, it's ready to run almost. I mean, I just want somebody to build it for me.
Oh, I can't get a link because it's out of stock. I don't have a link.
So that's
Fine.
Canadian. What's that in US dollars? That's what, $1,200?
Let me change it to US dollars.
All right.
Come on, USD. Oh, fuck off.
The same.
11.49.
Cheaper than the Cross RC. It's built. It's 33 pounds. It's bulletproof.
Yeah, but the Cross RC, that's the one I was talking about. I'd rather get the Cross RC because it's all independent suspension. It's gonna out-crawl this guy.
Yeah, and that one's just leaf springs.
Yeah, but 33 pounds on a leaf springs, those things are going to be flexing like crazy.
Yeah, probably.
Just from the weight on them.
You don't want to leave those sitting on his tires.
No, I agree. Independent suspension would be way nicer.
Yeah, and what Kagan said, you really need to get that off the ground because you're gonna get some nice flat spots on your tires. That's for sure.
Yeah, 33 pounds. You need a couple yoga pads underneath
Blocks.
that thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Now, Cross
And
RC, they are coming out with a couple of ready to run, so I saw.
Hey, save 5% right now for 4th of July sale.
Yeah, that's just
There you
tax.
go. Matt Cruiser, there's your sale.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Get on it.
I need an 8x8. Where is their big 8x8?
Military trucks.
Yeah.
That's the one Bulger
orange
bought
one's
not too
across
long
our seat.
ago.
Did he buy it?
This one, the Mammoth. $14.99 for the Mammoth.
Yeah, that should come ready to run, though.
Let's go.
One left in stock. It's yours, Tank.
I'm gonna need a couple more commission check and other money from somewhere else. Let's start a PayPal GoFundMe thing. But yeah, this I would take that over the other one.
Yeah.
Even though the body's probably plastic, I don't care. It just the way they got this built there, it's gonna crawl like crazy.
Well, have you seen that trailer they made for it too? It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Isn't there another one? I can't think of the brand.
RC 4-wheel drive.
No. It's not. It's also the body is metal. Everything is metal on there. But it is a kit. And
This
I
one
saw
is kind
it.
of cool. The King Kong Q157. That one's nice.
The Madruck, yeah.
It should be interesting. You see, they have these ones, which is an 8x8 also, but I think this one is plastic, just like the Beast.
Yeah, and I own one of those, the Beast, and
Well, I'm gonna head out, guys. I got some things I need to do.
I was just about to say I gotta go to the doctor's in the morning. Man, I'm sweating my balls off.
Well, thanks for coming in. We're gonna end this stream anyways. It's almost midnight here. We've been on for over 2 hours, so
okay.
6x6 would be lighter. Cool. Well, guys, yeah, we'll do a quick roundtable goodbye from everybody. We're going to start with Green Frog RC.
See you guys. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. RC Basher Boy.
Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, sorry, RC Basher Boy. There's been a problem with your microphone. Do you want to turn it back on? Somebody turned it off.
I'm surprised I had a guy giggling.
Bye.
Terrible. Just terrible. Thank you. This is Scott.
See you guys. It was fun hanging out.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Thibaut D from the 313.
See you guys.
Cool. Tony, do you want to unmute yourself?
Hi, Tom. Your boy keeps muting me.
Yeah, I know. But if he does it one more time, I can kick him out, eh? He won't be able to come back in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for popping in. Really appreciate. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It helps in the YouTube algorithm. And we'll see you tomorrow, Steve O'D's channel. Thanks. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Got you, Tony.
God, man.